Good morning. Most of us experienced the unfortunate event of a flat tire, but how many of us were actually able to change that flat? Hi, my name is David Gregorich, and I'm here today to show you the safe and proper way to change a flat tire. Before we do that, let's talk a little bit about the tools we're going to need and what you need to do in the event of a flat. The tools you're going to need should be located in your trunk. If not in your trunk, consult your owner's manual for their exact location. Those tools are going to be a jack. The jack will be used to raise the vehicle up off the ground. Second is a lug wrench. This lug wrench will be used to remove the lug nuts from the bolts and also assist us in raising the vehicle. And last is your spare tire. The spare tire looks a little different than what we're used to. There's a good reason for that. That reason stated right here on the tire. This tire is for temporary use only. That means you want to get this flat fixed as soon as you can so we can get this tire off the car. Also, the max speed on these tires, these spare tires, are only 50 miles an hour. So you're not going to be doing any Autobahn speeds with this thing on. Alright, so we get a flat. What do we need to do? First thing you need to do is pull off to the side of the road as far as you can. This will allow the maximum amount of distance between you and the other vehicles on the road. Second, engage your parking brake. This will make sure the car stays stationary as you're raising the vehicle up off the ground. And lastly, turn on your hazards. When we're out there changing the tire, we want to make sure we're as visible as we can be to the other traffic on the road. Alright, so we're safely pulled off to the side of the road. Let's go ahead and get this tire changed. First thing we need to do is remove this wheel cap from the tire. This is simply done. Taking your lug wrench, you'll see a flat part on the side. There's a notch in your wheel cap. Simply slide it in and pry this off. This exposes your 5 lug nuts. I'm going to simply take these off. All you need to do is put the wrench on all the way and turn counterclockwise. This can be difficult for some to do, so the one thing to do is you can use your leg muscles. Simply just step down and that'll break free that lug nut. So all we need to do here is loosen the lug nuts. We don't want to completely take them off. So after all 5 of these are loose, we'll be able to jack the car up. Before we jack the car up though, you need to make sure you look at your owner's manual to find the proper jack point locations. Most vehicles, I'm not an artist here, but most vehicles' jack points will be located on the inside of their tires. This is an enlarged version of that jack point. Just a piece of metal coming down and you'll see a raised notch in there like that. That raised notch is where you want to put this part of your jack. We don't have time to do this today because these jacks supplied by the manufacturer are kind of rudimentary. But what I like to do is just turn this clockwise with my fingers and get this jack raised right below my jack point. Once I can no longer turn this with my hand because the weight of the car is on it, then you use your lug wrench, same size as you remove the lug nuts from. Simply slide it on the end and turning clockwise, go ahead and continue raising your vehicle. You want to get the vehicle raised about 4 inches off the ground. This will allow adequate space for us to slide our spare on. Once raised, go ahead and finish removing the lug nuts, slide the tire off. I've done that on the other side already, so now we can put the spare on. Spare only goes on one way. You want to make sure you put it on with the flush side. If you try to put it on this way, it's not going to fit. Put it on, simply slide your holes up with the bolts on your wheel. So once that's on, simply take your lug nuts and go ahead and screw them on finger tight. Once you get these on, all you need to do is take your lug wrench, go ahead and get these semi-tight. Once they're semi-tight, go ahead and drop the tire back down to the ground and proceed to finish tightening the lug nuts. And that's it. We've completely changed this tire. There's still a couple more things we need to do. First thing you need to do is make sure you get all your tools picked up along with your spare tire and get them back in your trunk. Lastly, and most importantly, is we need to get that flat tire into the local service center to get repaired. Because remember, this is for temporary use only. That concludes my speech today. I'd like to thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.